voices, but the boys didn't. Friends by the wall were talking, even after my reminder. Friends sitting by the wall were talking even after my reminder. We stood up quietly and walked in quietly. How many for you?
3.
How many? Oops, yeah, 1, 3 for you. How many for me?
3.
And let me see if we're looking good now. Okay. Graduating question.
Eat this.
All right, is everyone ready for math?
Yes.
I'm excited. I actually have a secret I have to tell you. Do you want to know the secret?
Yes.
But you have to be very quiet. You can't tell anyone.
Why?
Should I tell you?
Yes.
Okay, here's my secret. Today is my first time teaching math to everyone here. I'm excited, but I need you guys to listen, to sit with crisscross legs, hands in lap, and to be attentive, okay?
What attentive mean?
Attentive means to listen. So listen, and I may do things different than Mrs. Emmanuel, and that's okay, because I'm learning and we're learning together. But we're gonna have fun today, and we have a fun activity that we're gonna do at the end of math, okay? So everyone, you ready for math?
Yes.
All right.
And you might do things different than Miss Williams.
I might, yes, and that's okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna write a number on the board. What number should I write? What number is that?
94.
All right, let's count back from 100 to 94. Can we do that together as a class?
Yes.
100,
99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94.
and stop. Wow, you did that all by yourselves without the help of the charts. Way to go. Okay, I would like a volunteer. Cece, come on up to the board.
Who is it better than
Who do you want to come up to the board, Cece? Okay, what I would like you to do is write a number between 80 and 94. Can you write a number between those two? Any number. Any number in this column or these numbers here. Any number. And what number is that? 85. Can we count together as a class back from where we were to 85? Let's do it together. 94,
93, 92, 91, 89,
90. We go from 91 to 90.
90, 89, 88,
a number between 80 and 70. 80 and 70. It's right here. Any number. Quite quickly, we have a lot to do today. And what number is that?
77.
77. And where did we stop off at?
8.
77 is a good number. I like that number.
80.
Which number?
85.
85. So can we count back to 77 from here?
Yep.
So let's do it together.
85, 84, 83, 82, 81, 70, 89, 77.
Good job. And we would continue counting backwards all the way to 100. Well, now that we got our brains warmed up for math, let's do some comparing. Remember what comparing means? Do you remember what comparing means? Do you know what that means, Ellie?
It means to put two numbers together and try to make them equal.
Close. You're on the right track. Does anyone want to help Ellie out with that? Alexa?
You draw lines together if you draw circles or anything, and if one's more or one's less or if they're the same, you put lines, and if one's more, there's if there was 6, and you have 3 on the top and 6 on the bottom, there are 3 on the other side. So you draw 3 lines together, and there will be 3 more left.
That's one way. It's basically you're comparing two different numbers and you're using the words more, fewer, less. And you can compare more than 2 items. You can do it with 3 or 4 or 5. And we're going to learn that today on a graph. But first, I need someone to help me with a game. Who wants to help me? Riley, come on up here. Okay, remember the game, here's the score, which is more? Remember that game? Well, we're going to kind of do that today. We're going to do it in 2 different ways. Let's see. Riley, go ahead and pick 2 numbers. Any 2 numbers. Shh. Ooh, those are big numbers. Okay, we have 90 and 200. Which one is more?
200.
200. Very good.
Can I see what
Oh, shh. 200. Okay. And it is quite a bit more. I was going to ask you which is, how much more is that? But that is quite a big number. Does anyone want to try to figure out how much more 290 are? Maren? It's a big number, that's for sure.
I just took this one and looked on the back.
Oh.
There was 10 sticks right here and 10 sticks over here. So we just went 10 sticks. And there's 10 sticks right here. And another group of 10 sticks right here.
60. You know what? Let's try counting them. So let's start with 90. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 90 there. Let's count to 200. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay, so we have 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. Yes, right. So it's about 110 more. That's a big one. We're going to actually try to stick to smaller numbers. That way we can subtract and add easy from what we know. Thank you, Riley. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pick names out of the 10 here. And everyone will get one turn. We have lots to do. So what I would like someone to do is pick 2 cards. Let's not do the 200 or the 100 for right now.
Then
Just
take
2.
them off.
Only 10 cards. 10, like the 40s, 30s, and 20s. Those cards, and we'll compare which is more. Okay? Good to go? Should we take those numbers off? That way we don't get confused? That's a good idea. Okay. We're going to have to do this quickly. Camry, come on up. Go ahead and pick 2 numbers from whoa. And what numbers do we have?
40.
4 and 10. Which is more?
10.
And how do we know that? Ellie?
Because if you would count from 4 all the way to 10, it would have 6 more. And if you do a picture of like 10 circles and then 4 circles, there would be 6 more.
Okay, so let's try that. So we have 4 in our head. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 4 is less than 10, but 10 is more than 4. And it's 6 more in order to get 10. All right, thank you. So we have, in order to get 10, we add 6 to 4 and get this number. That's one of our 10 partners, right? Okay. Jackson, come on up.
How did you? Never mind.
Does everyone understand that? Did everyone understand that? Okay. Go ahead and pick 2 numbers. Okay, which numbers do we have?
60 and 30.
60 and 30. And how much, and which one is more?
60.
How much more?
30.
30. Very good. All right. Thank you. All right.
You put it in the wrong order.
Oh, did I? Annika.
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 The A is Annika.
Go ahead. Pick 2 numbers.
Is it Annika?
Just you. Go ahead. Pick 2 numbers. Go ahead. Okay. What numbers do we have?
80, 90.
And which one is more?
90.
How much more?
10.
Very good.
What?
Easy. Did you already come up here?
Yeah, sure did.
Davis.
No. 77.
2 numbers.
I did that one.
Okay, ask them, which one is more?
Which one is more? 30. 20.
How much more?
10.
5.
10.
How do we know that?
Because 20 plus 1, 2, minus.
One friend at a time. Put your hand up. quiet hands.
Because 2 plus 1 would equal 30. So if you subtracted 1 away from 3, then it would equal 2. So if it was 30 minus 110 would equal 20, and so 20 would have 1 more 10 less than 30.
I see what you're saying.
Make sure I
So,
go forward.
Here we have, this is 10. Remember, 10's go here. And 30 is 10 more than 20. You see that?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, who's up next? Andrew. Ooh, this is a good one. Which numbers do we have? 90 and 20? 9 and 20? Okay. Go ahead and ask them which one is more.
20.
How much more?
That's a
That is a challenge.
What? 15. 11.
11.
11.
So we have,
11.
should I try?
Yeah.
Okay, so what number do we need to put in our head to get
9.
9? So we have 9, 10, 11,
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
oh my goodness. I think that's correct. It is 11. Good job.
Yes.
You are smart.
That's a big number.
It is a big number. Thank you. Okay. Aiden?
We already had her.
Aiden?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to do this. He didn't do this one. He just helped me out on the first game. This is brand
She
new.
didn't do that too.
Okay. Go ahead, Aiden. Another one? You know what? That's a great choice. Let's try finding a
Wow.
How about let's use one of the 10s? How about this one and then one of these numbers here? Okay. It isn't a challenge. Okay, what numbers do we have?
70 and 80.
And which one is more?
80.
How much more?
10.
Okay, good job. Let's see, who you want to hold that? Thank you. Alexa. We have 2 of the pendulums. What numbers do we have?
90 and 40.
I'm going to change it instead of asking what is more. How much, which one has the least?
40.
40. How much?
50.
50. Wow, that all by yourselves? Way to go. And how do we know that?
Because 4 plus 5 equals 9. And then you have to go.
And then you have it in the, what column is this? This is, first of all, what column is the 9 in?
10. 1.
1. And then this is
10.
tens. Therefore, we have 50, so we have 5. We have 5 tens to equal 50. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Adriana. Let's stick with the numbers here, okay? What are the numbers everyone can see? What numbers do we have?
80 and 60.
Which one is fewer?
60.
How much fewer?
20.
20. Very good. Diana? Never do that. Okay, and I actually am gonna let you, I'm gonna ask them which is more or which one is less.
60.
How much less?
How much less? 10.
10. Very good. Ellie? Okay, which one is more? How much more? This might be a challenge.
80.
80. Very good. Cassie? Which one is more?
80.
How much more?
60.
60. Very good. All right, thank you, Cassie. Kevin?
Why did you go pick it?
I did pick it. I just laid it down. Okay, pick two numbers. Two here. Repeat behind me.
Everyone picks 90.
Oh, okay.
We
Which
just
number?
did that one.
Did we? Which numbers do we have?
10 and 90. That was 80. 80.
Okay. Let's see.
How
Which
about
one?
76?
Which one is more?
90.
And how much more?
80.
Okay. And which one has the least?
10.
How much?
80.
Okay. Thank you, Peter. Darren? I want you to pick three numbers this time. Can you pick three numbers?
Numbers? You said 3 or 2?
Three.
Oh my god. Mama. Yeah, that's not enough food. What is 90?
Okay, we have 2, ace, and 60. Which one has the most?
60.
60. Which one has the fewest?
2.
2. Very good.
What about 3?
Why did she pick 3?
Because she told me to.
Because today we're going to compare more than 2 numbers. I thought I'd get your minds warmed up for that. So now we're doing 3.
But the rest of us had to do 2.
I see that. I thought I would throw in a challenge. Is that okay if I threw in a challenge for everyone?
Yes.
I know she picked 3, and everyone got to pick 2, but I thought I would challenge you. We're gonna do something different today. Rogan, you wanna come on up?
What was the last one? There's one more step.
No, 3 more. We have to just pick 2 numbers for me. Doesn't matter which 2. Just make sure they're in this row though. Okay? Well, just 2 numbers today, right now. Okay. You hold up one and I'll hold up one. Okay, what numbers do we have?
90.
How much more?
40.
I should have asked. But which one is more?
90.
And you said, how much more? 40, very good. All right. Adelia?
I don't.
Good, pick 2 numbers. Gotta get going. Didn't we just do those 2? Let's pick 2 different numbers.
This is my hair.
Let's pick 2 numbers. Nope. Yep. Let's pick 2 numbers. Two.
Why can't you pick up
We're gonna go by 10 minutes. Okay. All right. Which one is more?
90.
How much more?
20.
All right. Thank you. Jess. Pick 2 numbers. Okay. We have 70 and 40. Which one is more?
70.
How much more?
30.
Very good. Matthew? 2 numbers. We have 80 and we might do them again. There's not very many numbers. How much? Which one is more?
80.
How much more?
60.
Okay, and 10, come on up. Pick 2 numbers. Any 2 numbers. I'm putting them back so I don't forget. I know, you won't forget. Okay. We have 50 and 20. Which one is more?
50.
How much more?
7.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to get to our lesson.
Friends, show me that you can still be okay, remember? Because if Ari's the problem, then I won't be able to. We have a chart here. What you're going to do together. I
know you may not see the top, but that's okay. We care about the information here. So there's 3 charts, and we're going to go over them. Okay. Let's read the first chart together. Eggs laid this month. And we have 3 different birds here. And we're going to compare their eggs. Which one has more, which one has less. So let's see, we have Clucker, Vanilla, and Daisy. And let's count how many Clucker has.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm going to write 4 here. Let's see, Vanilla, how many did you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Daisy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So, can anyone tell me, now that we've read the graph, what is the graph about? Does anyone know? Alexa.
Eggs.
Eggs. And what animals are there?
Chicken.
Which of these chickens laid the most eggs?
Vanilla.
And how do we know that?
Because she has 9.
She has 9. And how much does Clucker have? 4. Very good. Who has the fewest? Clucker, yes. And does Clucker have more eggs than Daisy?
No.
No. How many does Daisy have?
7.
And Clucker has
4.
So who has the most?
Vanilla.
Well, between Clucker and Daisy, who has the most? Daisy and Clucker. Yep. Who has the fewest again? Yes. Okay. Let's move on to the next chart.
Just kill it by stomping it. What?
Oh, friends.
Crush him! Don't kill him!
Do not
spot him.
Do not kill living creatures.
Leave it alone for right now, okay?
A
Let's
termite.
focus on the
Only if it's
overhead.
a termite. Do not kill nature.
Okay, we have a chart here, friends. Everyone listening? All eyes on the overhead, on the screen. Okay, what do we have here? We have, let's read it together.
Animals in the pond.
Very good. And we have, what type of animals?
Frogs, fish, ducks,
Turtles. And let's count them together. How many do we have? How many frogs?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm going to write a number on here. That way it will help me when I compare the other, which one has the most or least. Now, how many fish do we have?
9.
Let's count them. 1, 1, count together. 2, 3, 7. Very good. And how many ducks?
4.
Let's count them together.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 ducks. How many turtles do we have?
6.
Let's count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Very good. chart. What's the chart about again? Can anyone tell me? Maren? Very good, yes. And how about what type of animals do we have again? Ellie?
Frogs, fish, ducks, and turtles.
Very good. Okay, now we have 4 items here, 4 lines that we'll have to compare with one another. So, who has the most out of these 4? Fish. Very good. And who has the least? Who has the fewest? Ducks. By how much?
4.
We have 7 fish and 4 ducks.
3.
3. Very good. And who has more? Fish or turtles?
Fish.
By how much more?
1.
And who has the same?
Turtles.
Turtles and frogs. Very good. Which animals? Fish and frogs. Which one has more?
Fish.
Which one has the least? Ducks or turtles?
Ducks.
And how do we know that?
It has 7. Because if we line them up, it has more.
Yes, just like this. Line them up like that.
Yes.
How much more do they have between the ducks?
2.
2 more, yes. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is the last one.
Yay.
Let's read this one. And we have 3 people. We have Eric, Miranda, and Adam.
Adam what?
How many does Eric have?
One.
Let's count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Very good. And how many does Miranda have?
6.
Let's count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And how many does Adam have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very good.
That's a 7.
Okay. So who has the most hot dogs?
Eric.
Eric. And who has the fewest?
Adam.
Yes. And who has more? Eric or Adam?
Eric.
Eric. And who has the fewest between Adam? Adam. Let me ask you a question. Between Adam and Miranda. Who has the fewest?
Adam. Miranda.
Let's try that again. Who has fewer, Miranda or Adam?
Adam.
Very good. How much? What's the difference between Miranda and Adam? There's 6 and 5. So Miranda has how many more than Adam?
1.
1. And how do we know that?
Because we line them up.
If you line them up, yes. And then if you count them too, because Miranda has 6, remember we counted them, and Adam has 5, and Miranda has 1 more than Adam. Okay. Well, now we're gonna work on this side. Before I do that, actually, I'm gonna show this whole chart. And can anyone ask any questions about the chart? Can we create our own questions for the chart? Let's actually use this one first. Adelia.
What happens if you counted 2 times 6?
You counted 2 times 6.
No, what happens if they're all the same?
If they're all the same, like this one here, where you had 6 frogs and 6 turtles, well then they would have what? They are then,
Match.
they have, how many do they have together?
6.
Therefore, they're the same, they're equal. One doesn't have more than another, and one doesn't have less than another. They are equal. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that make sense? Good question. Okay, let's ask questions about this one. Can anyone ask any fewer or more questions about this one? Tien.
I forgot.
You forgot?
Wait, are you gonna help us with this?
I can help you. There aren't any right or wrong answers right now. We're just learning. We're just asking questions. Marin, do you want to give it a try? We together have to think of questions about the chart. Kind of like I was doing today. I was asking which one has more or which one has fewer. Can we create questions as a class with that? You can go up there if you like. Up here? How about, well, do you need to show me something on the, is there something you can do in your seat there? I don't think so. Well, do you have a question you can create for this one? Okay. Well, when you have a graph, remember you have a graph, and there's names to help label. We label what we're comparing, what we're, or less, we know their names. Yep, it's their names. We can pick. So, Connor? You want to give it a try? Want to ask a question? Can you ask a question to the class about the chart? How do you compare all the eggs? Good question. Well, we have Flutter and Vanilla. Compare them. And then you have Vanilla and Daisy.
Do we have to do that? Oh, yay.
Okay. Okay. If you were comparing 2, you would just have 2, right? Well, we have 3 now. So I think it's easiest if you write the number to the side. That way you can compare. That makes sense?
Yes.
Does everyone understand that?
Yeah.
Riley, did you have a question?
No, a question.
Oh, okay. What is your question?
Which one is in the middle? No, and for the number.
Which one is in the middle for the number? Between 4 and 9? So which one would be in the middle between these three?
7.
Okay.
No, 6.
Well, let's use questions that use the word more, fewer, most, fewest. Can we ask questions about the chart on that? Ellie. Okay, which one has more? Do you mean which one has the most? Right. Before we do that, what are these? Can we read these things?
Most.
Most. Okay, when you compare, when you have only two things, you use the word more. When you have more than two, when you have 3, 4, 5, you use the word most.
Or more.
And when you have, also when you have 2, you use the word fewer. And when you have more than 2, you use the word fewest. So, for example, like we're doing right here, which chicken has the fewest eggs?
Sucker.
Clucker. And we know that. How do we know that? There's 3 charts, so how do we know that? Alexa. Can you tell me their seat?
Because if you look at the picture and vanilla has the most because if you line them up vanilla would have the most. Because if you see the picture, it would just and those two have the most. And Daisy and vanilla. Further has the least because you guys can just look at the pictures and show you how.
And look at the pictures. And also notice Clucker has 4, whereas Vanilla and Daisy have more than 4. 9 and 7 are bigger when you count. You have 4, and then you have 7 and 9. It's greater than 4. Okay, so when you have 2, you use the word what? And when you have more than 2, you use the word most. And when you're comparing less, you use the word for 2 and fewest. So let's try this. Let's try this again. So does anyone have can anyone create a question for this chart? When we're comparing the 3? Adelia, you want to try? You want to try? Go ahead. Can you tell me from your seat? You forgot. Okay. Sure. Call on a friend to help you. Who would like to help Adelia? Can you help her with a question for this chart? If we were asking somebody to tell us about this chart, and they wanted to know What kind of questions would they ask about this chart?
They could ask how many are fewest and the most.
That is a question. So who has the most and who has the fewest? That would be a question. You want to try it again, Amelia? You don't have to write the numbers. I just find it easier. If you're comparing the three, it's easier to compare between the numbers. Then you don't have to go back and count. Okay. Tien, do you have a question you can ask about this chart?
No.
Okay.
Do you have to write those Yeah. I forgot. I already said.
Riley,
How do you guys know that we did
how do you know that you did it? Like compared them? Or well, this is just an activity. We actually have an activity on this side that we're going to do as a class. And that's what the bags are for.
Do we have to write anything on the front? On the front? Do you have to write anything on the front?
You don't have to write anything on the front.
Yay!
But on the back side, okay. I think maybe if we actually put this into practice, it might kind of click here. So how about, can everyone go to their desks? I'm going to pass something out.
Hi!